Have you ever thought, if this chair could talk, it would have so many stories to tell, right?
Yeah, I would say, I've heard enough of Lily's complaints about not wanting to grow up, and David's still trying to act like he gets life.
Well, that's true. But if this chair could talk, it'd probably scold me for always sitting crooked and warping its seat.
No way, it'd probably adore you. Thanks to you, it's not so lonely.
Suddenly, you sound all philosophical. Even the chair has feelings. I bet if you became a philosopher, humanity would sit around more just to listen to you.
Haha. Actually, I just think simply that everything around us has its own story, even this chair.
Sounds like something from an animated movie. When I was little, I believed objects had souls. I even apologized to my pen when I dropped it.
That's adorable. When I was little and dropped a pen, I just thought, one more reason not to do homework.
And growing up, you still keep that spirit, huh?
Of course. Now the only difference is no one gives me valid excuses to slack off anymore. Adults have to make up their own reasons.
Like, I'm not going to work because the sky looks sad today.
Close enough. I call it emotional leave.
Haha, emotional leave? I love that concept. But if everyone took emotional leave, the world would probably just shut down.
Well, maybe that wouldn't be so bad. People would take time to breathe, to sit in the park, to talk about nothing at all, like we're doing now.
Actually, I love these meaningless conversations. They clear the mind. No need for conclusions. No logic. Just existing.
Yeah, sometimes all we need is someone to sit beside us and listen to our nonsense.
Well, here I am, your nonsense listener. No pay, but there's ice cream.
And I'm the coffee manager, specializing in brewing philosophies as bland as sugar water.
Your philosophies are still better than the ones on coffee cups like, live fully today. You know, yesterday I lived fully, and now I'm broke.
Haha. That deserves to be carved on a wall. Live fully today, broke tomorrow.
All that said, I still love afternoons like this, with sunshine, a breeze, and someone to talk nonsense with.
Do you ever fear these days will disappear?
You mean, when we grow older, busier, farther apart?
Yeah. There'll come a time when we won't have time to sit here anymore.
If that day comes, I'll still come. Even if it's just me in this chair. I'll tell it about David, the guy who taught me emotional leave.
That sounds touching. But if that day comes, I hope you still keep this smile.
And I hope you still know how to brew bland coffee, so I have something to complain about.
Haha, deal. No matter what, at least one afternoon a year, we'll come back here and talk nonsense like today.
Agreed. But next time I bring the ice cream, you buy the coffee. Fairer that way.
Clearly, I'm always the one losing out.
No way, you're gaining. You have me as a friend.
Yeah, that's a real gain.
Hey, David, do you think there's any friendship like this chair?
What do you mean?
I mean, sturdy, calm, doesn't need many words to understand each other.
Sure, there is. It's called long-time friendship, where you don't have to try, and it still feels comfortable.
Then I guess you and I are about to become chairs.
Haha. Yeah, two talking chairs. One chatty and one overly philosophical.
Which one am I?
The chatty one, obviously.
Hey, if chairs could react, this one would walk away from you.
Then I'd be sitting alone, talking to the wind.
That's fine, as long as you remember, the wind only listens, it doesn't reply.
And you're the opposite, only replies, never listens.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we match.
Truly, a match made in heaven.
I still don't get why you called me out here so early. People aren't even awake yet. and you already want to philosophize?
Early morning is when the mind is clearest for nonsense with depth.
Do you hear the paradox in your own words?
Yeah, but I meant it. Because life is full of paradoxes. Like how everyone wants rest but fears being seen as lazy.
Yeah, like me, wanting money but not wanting to work.
Haha, a terrifyingly realistic philosophy.
Actually, this morning I looked back at my life dreams list from high school. It's all hilarious stuff.
For example,
Buy a house with a garden, plant flowers, raise cats, and have a boyfriend who knows how to brew tea. Now thinking back, only the cats seem feasible.
what about the house, garden, and boyfriend?
House is expensive, no garden, and the boyfriend, probably on someone else's dream list.
I think it's still good. You've achieved 1/3 of your dreams already.
You really always find a way to make things sound less pathetic.
And you always make everything more interesting. A perfect balance.
What about you? Any grand dreams?
When I was little, I wanted to be a writer, to write stories that make people feel at peace.
That sounds romantic. So why not write?
I did once, but then no one read it, so I stopped.
But not every dream needs recognition from others?
True, but as we grow up, we're taught to be realistic. So I learned to dream smaller.
I get that feeling. From wanting to change the world to just surviving in it.
Yeah, but actually, sometimes small dreams are more precious than big ones.
What do you mean?
Like, dreaming of sitting here drinking coffee in peace. Or just having someone willing to listen to your silly stories.
If that's your dream, then it's already come true.
Yeah, thanks to you. Though sometimes I still think maybe my real dream is talking with you forever.
Whoa, that just sounded like a confession.
No, I mean, just friends talking forever.
Haha, I know, just kidding. But hearing that feels nice.
Hey Lily, do you think people need to succeed to be allowed happiness?
No, I think happiness is when you feel you're living at your own pace, not faster, not slower.
Sounds like the definition from someone who's failed a few times.
Exactly, because those who've never failed don't understand what enough means.
That's profound. You sound like a philosopher disguised as an ice cream girl.
And you're a philosopher disguised as an office worker, holding a notebook you never write in.
Actually, I do write, just not for work.
What do you write?
Just short lines, like if someone understands your silence, that's a soulmate.
That is beautiful.
I wrote it after our first time sitting and talking here.
Really?
Yeah, that's when I realized not everyone can sit in silence and still feel understood.
You really have a knack for turning a casual hangout into a philosophical memory.
Well, everyday life is noisy enough, so I cherish quiet moments with someone beside me.
You know, I used to fear silence. It made me feel lonely. But since knowing you, I see silence can be a form of connection too.
Maybe that's when true friendship begins, when words aren't needed, but understanding is.
I love this morning. Everything's simple. No deadlines, no pressure, no need to force joy.
Yeah, sometimes slowing down is the way to keep dreaming.
Hey, David, if one day we both achieve our dreams, do you think we'd still sit here?
Of course, but then we'd probably talk about old dreams and laugh at how we once thought they were so out of reach.
Then I hope, no matter where, no matter how busy, there are still mornings like today.
And if not, I'll write it down in my notebook so it never fades.
You really know how to hold on to memories.
And you're the one who turns memories into something worth remembering.
Hey, what's your next dream?
to finish this conversation today without you teasing me anymore.
Sorry, that dream might be tough to come true.
I know, but at least I'm dreaming with the right person.
That has a lot of layers, you know.
Well, up to you how you interpret it.
Yeah, I get it.
I thought you forgot today.
No way, just the bus stopped halfway. The weather's so nice today, I couldn't miss it.
I was afraid you forgot our once-a-year promise.
You think I forget that easily? I only forget small things, like your birthday, for example.
Yeah, small things you forget every year.
Haha, well, I make up for it by coming here.
Fair enough. When you show up, this park suddenly comes alive.
And you're still the same quiet, sometimes making me want to shake you awake.
Quiet doesn't mean sad. It's just, I've learned how to be silent.
Learned silence? What do you mean?
Before, I talked a lot, always trying to explain. Now I realize sometimes silence is the kindest answer.
Yeah, maybe. Adults talk less, not because they run out of things to say, but because they know not everyone wants to hear.
Or because they're afraid of regretting what they say.
It's strange. When we were kids, silence meant sulking. Now silence is a form of growing up.
Yeah. Silence has its own voice, just softer.
How have you been lately?
Fine. Work's the same, life's the same, only everything seems to flow faster than before.
Do you feel like you're getting swept along?
Yeah, but I'm not scared anymore, because I know no matter how the world changes, some things stay like this afternoon, like you, like this chair.
Hearing you say that touches me a bit.
Actually, I didn't mean to touch you. I just think, in a noisy life, familiar things like this are precious.
Yeah, some people pass through our lives like a breeze, but others stay like the air.
You're the air. Not seen, but always there.
And what are you?
The wooden chair. Old, silent, but always waiting here.
Haha, you really over-philosophize, but I like that analogy.
I know.
David, do you ever think friendship needs silence too?
Of course, because if you have to try to maintain it, it's not real friendship anymore.
Exactly, I think. True friendship is when both can be silent without feeling distant.
Like now, we're not saying anything, but I still feel at peace.
Peace. It's been a while since I felt that.
Maybe because we're in the right place, at the right time, with the right person.
I want to remember this afternoon. No photos, no videos, just memory.
Let me jot it down for you.
Jot what?
Wednesday afternoon, October, gentle breeze, Lily smiles. The sun hasn't set.
You really are an accidental writer.
Not quite. I just write to keep what I don't want to lose.
Are you afraid of losing?
Who isn't? But I think what's scarier is not realizing what you have.
Maybe. I was like that once, chasing far-off things and forgetting what's beside me.
But now you realize, right?
Yeah. And I thank you for always being here.
No need to thank me. I'm here because I need this place like I need to breathe.
David, do you think one day we won't sit here anymore?
Maybe. But I believe, no matter what, this park, this chair, and these conversations will stay somewhere inside us.
Yeah, probably. And when one day I'm tired, I'll just close my eyes and remember this afternoon where everything was peaceful, like it never rushed.
Maybe. Silence isn't the end, but the way to preserve the most beautiful things.
Yeah, silence, but not distance.
Exactly.